everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. If you haven't seen my first video, make sure to go check that out. It's a ThredUp haul. And in that video I talked about wanting to show you that you can go thrifting out in public too. You can go to Goodwill or Salvation Army, and we actually have really good wills around me, and so I wanted to start and show you the things that I've already gotten at Goodwill. I use a lot of it every day. I wear a lot of things from Goodwill every day. And so I think I can show you some of the wonderful things you can find there. Maybe you just do some work. So this video will show you my top 10 things I've ever gotten at Goodwill so far. I can't promise that this list will always be the same, but this is everything I've gotten so far that I love, that I wear a lot, that I get a lot of use out of. So I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first item I want to start with is my household items. I have two items that are kind of fall under that category, I guess. But the first one I actually don't even have here. We are currently in the process of thrift flipping a set of 5 chairs, which I'll insert a picture here. We bought them and they were brown, just normal solid wood chairs. And for our dining room table, which we're actually, fingers crossed, hopefully getting delivered next week, I really wanted black solid wood chairs. I saw a bunch of them online and I really liked them, but they were so expensive. And I was like, no, absolutely not. I'm not spending $100 a chair. I really wanted 5 to 6 chairs, so my husband and I went to a Goodwill. It was actually a Goodwill outlet store. We got them for $25 for all 5 of them, which is a great deal. They just need one more coat of a sealant on them so that they're a little more water resistant and won't scratch up and the paint won't come off. It was super easy though to thrift flip them. All we had to do was buy the chairs, the paint, and the sealant on top of it. So if you guys are interested in how we did that, I can definitely explain that more. So I love them, they're great, they're gonna look awesome with my table, and they're exactly what I wanted, and all I had to do was put in a little bit of extra work to make them work. Okay, so the next item that we have is another household item, and I find stuff like this all the time at Goodwill, so this is just my favorite one, but trust me, I have found so many things like this at Goodwill. So the next item is this circular rattan woven basket. And actually all of my belts are in it. I don't know if you can see that. So I store this in my room. It just holds all my belts really easily for me. And I really like this. And you can find baskets like this at Goodwill. Literally any Goodwill you go to, I would bet money that at least one basket like this is there. I've probably found 4 or 5 that I use throughout my house. This just happens to be my favorite one, but trust me, you can find so many of these. It's so easy, and they're usually in really good condition or just need a little bit of love and care to make them look perfect. So highly suggest that if you're in the market for these, go to Goodwill or any other thrift store and you will definitely find them. Okay, literally love this basket so much. It's on display in my bedroom. As you can see, this is my little clothing rack display. That basket is part of it. Okay, so now we're gonna move to accessories. And I actually have 2 bags, which I found at the exact same time at the exact same Goodwill. So it was just a good day for me that day. I found one, and then I just scanned a little bit further and I found the second one. So the first one that I found is this beautiful wine-colored envelope klutz, and it's enormous. Look at how big this is compared to the size of my head. It's huge. So it can fit so much stuff in it. It's you can see, it's so clean. It's from a brand I've never heard of before, and it says it's made in China, but it's called Dover. That's the brand. And it just comes with this little clasp, and it's one of my favorite things I've ever found, for sure. It's snakeskin print. It's a leather, probably pleather material. It's probably not real. This is such a good piece, and I use this all the time. Okay, so the next item is my second purse. Like I said, I found this at the same time as the first one, but it is this beautiful real leather Brighton bag. It's I never heard of Brighton before, but I did some research and there are some nice bags. There's still a brand that's around today, I know for sure, but this one seems a little bit older, and I tried to find other used versions of the same bag to see what they cost. People usually charge $40 to $60 for one of these bags on Poshmark, and I got this for $6.99 at Goodwill. This bag was also $6.99 at Goodwill. So a total steal. Even secondhand on other stores, like online, these go for a lot of money. Also, I have my hand sanitizer on this because this is my everyday bag. I use this pretty much wherever we go. I love this bag. I think it's so cute with the silver detail and the snake skin. And then again, it was so clean inside. There's some things in it that for me using it all the time, but like in perfect condition, really. It's really so good, and it's a crossbody, and it has this adjustable strap, and then it also has a pocket in the back, which I often put like my phone and stuff in. This was such a good find. That day at Goodwill, I actually think maybe one other thing is from that same day. I found so many gems and that I use just all the time. I love them so much. So this bag, definitely a win. Like I said, you can find some really good purses at Goodwill. I know that's something that I definitely try and look at every time I go to Goodwill. I love purses, so why not get them super cheap? And they can even be designer brands for like a complete fraction of the price. Okay, so now we're gonna get into clothes, which is my favorite thing to shop for at Goodwill. And once I can show you how I shop for clothes at Goodwill, I think that that'll be a really fun video for me. I do tend to shop a lot in the men's section just because I like kind of oversized t-shirts and stuff like that. So we're actually going to start, you might recognize this first thing. I found this really soft Philadelphia Eagles t-shirt in the men's section. I think it's a size large in men's, and it's from like the NFL team apparel store. So this is the back of it. I wore this in the last video, so it probably does look fairly familiar. I wear it all the time. And if you're in a certain location, like we are pretty close to Philly, so you can find a lot of like Eagles stuff around us. We also live in Maryland, so like a lot of Baltimore Ravens stuff tends to be around us. So if you like the sports team that's close to you, your Goodwill probably has stuff that people just don't wear anymore, or like they bought it because like they won the Super Bowl and then like don't ever wear it, so they donate it. So I highly suggest looking for stuff like this at your Goodwill. And this is honestly probably one of my most comfortable t-shirts. Even if I just bought this to sleep in, which I wear it out all the time, don't get me wrong, but even if I just bought it to sleep in, it was totally worth it. I think it was like $4 maybe max. I actually think it was on a 50% off day, so it might have been like $2, but I love this a lot. It's super cute, and I'm definitely going to get a lot of wear on it during football season. So another really good find that I love a lot. Okay, so another really great men's find, which again, I highly recommend if you like this kind of stuff to look in the men's section at your Goodwill, are flannels. They have so many good, comfy flannels at Goodwill. It's the only place you should buy a flannel. You should never buy one new. Just go to Goodwill and someone's already probably broken it in for you. So I found this one that's like this royal blue and green color, and it even has some black in it. It's from Dockers, and it's a size medium. And it's so comfy, and it's so easy to just throw on top of everything. I have the sleeves rolled because that's how I normally wear it. Just as an extra layer of warmth. And I have a couple flannels that I've gotten from Goodwill that I wear all the time. One of them I used for painting our new house though, so that one's kind of ruined. But the rest of them I get so much wear out of. And I think it's like a nice cute look when you tie one around your waist, just to be a little bit fancier, I think, or a little more like styled, I guess. I guess a flannel is not fancy, but I love looking for flannels. I always go to the men's t-shirts and the men's long sleeves because that's where you find these things, and they're usually so great. And some guy has worn it in, and all you do is wash it when you get home, and it's like a perfectly worn in flannel t-shirt, or flannel or a t-shirt. So highly recommend. Okay, so I promise I don't only shop in the men's section, but the next two things I have, I also found in the men's section, so take that however you want. I guess that's just really the style that I'm looking for. But the next thing that I have is another shirt, and this is actually a sweater vest that says Ireland on it, on this side, and it actually says it's from the Blarney Castle, like in Ireland. It's a size large, and I wore this for St. Patty's Day. But you can also style this, like, I've seen a lot of people wear it with like the button downs, kind of like a menswear type look, and this one's just kind of really special because if you can't tell by my name and my appearance, I am Irish. I'm very Irish. But like finding something at Goodwill for, I think this was like $5, like, is so worth it. It's so cute and it's really comfy and it's not scratchy at all. It's like a really soft sweater material. So this is the next Goodwill find that I love so much. Okay, so the next item, promise it's the last menswear item, but this is something I'm really excited about. So these are like retro Old Navy cargo pants. You're not going to really be able to see them. But they're like this olive green color. They're a size 29 regular, which I thought would be really big. I picked them up thinking like there's no way these are going to fit me. Like it's, you know, why not though? Like just try them. But they fit perfectly in my waist. I highly recommend when you go to Goodwill to try things in like a variety of sizes because older sizing tends to be different than newer sizing. If you like the item, try it. And the worst thing that happens is it doesn't fit or it doesn't work and then you just don't buy it. But I'm so thankful that I picked these up. They have this cute little like cargo style to them. This is the back of them. This is the last menswear item, I promise, but these are so cute and such a good find and then definitely in style. This like baggier 90s look like pants is definitely in style right now. So love these a lot. I think that they're great and definitely get a lot of wear out of them. Okay, so the next item is a woman's top. Shocking, I know, but I do buy women's tops also at Goodwill. So this one is this cute squared off neck tank top. It's really silky and soft and just easy to throw on and you look like super expensive. And I actually found this one in the lingerie section. So I know that that sounds weird, but Goodwill often like misplaces things or puts things in weird spots. And so really my suggestion is look everywhere because like I don't think that this is a lingerie top. It might be, but I just wear it as a regular top. It's super cute. So I like this a lot. It doesn't have a brand, but it says it's a size medium. And the tag looks really old, so I think it's kind of vintage. But I love this so much. It's such a good, like, cute, just easy going out top. And you can find stuff like this at Goodwill all the time. Just these easy kind of basics, I would say. Like, definitely go to Goodwill for your basics. You'll save so much money. So highly recommend buying this and checking the lingerie section. That's my little tip for you guys. Okay, and my last item is something that actually makes me a little bit sad because I bought this for our friend's wedding, which unfortunately because of COVID had to get canceled, but hopefully I can find another time to wear this. It's this beautiful like velour long black dress. You're not going to be able to see it very well on here, so you'll see it better when I try it on, but it says it's from a brand called Rimini, which I've never heard of before, or Rimini by Shaw, and it's a size 6, and it has, let's see if you can see these, like, it's like a beaded strap on it, and I tried this on thinking, like, I don't need this, but it's so cute, like, we'll see how it works. Also, like, again, it was a size 6, so, like, maybe it'll fit, I didn't know. It fit me perfectly. I loved this, and it ended up being, like, on one of their 50% off sales. The one near me usually does, like, certain tags or a certain percentage off. You can see I still have the tag on it because the wedding got canceled, but this is just so cute, and it's, like, literally wearing sweatpants in a formal dress. So, like, can you really beat that? It's that comfortable. So, love this a lot, and hopefully I find a time to wear this because it is not going to be acceptable if they get married this summer, but we will see if I ever get to wear this beautiful dress. hello. Do you want to be in the video this time? You can't sit there and just clean yourself. Right, Momo? This is my baby Mo. She's named after Michelle Obama, so her name is M.O. You gotta go. Okay. No, still on the screen. Yeah, okay. Okay, so those are my top 10 things that I've ever found at Goodwill. As you can see, they kind of span a wide variety. You can find a lot of different things there, and a lot of them can be really great. And things that are definitely on trend. I mean, trends are constantly just coming back in style. So I highly recommend secondhand shopping. As you can tell, I'm very passionate about it. I think it's really important, but also I just think it's really fun and great. You can go to a store and find some awesome things, but going to Goodwill is almost like a scavenger hunt to me. Like, I love searching through all the racks, finding the best things, and really just trying to expand my wardrobe through secondhand fashion. Okay, so if I had to give you guys just a couple tips so that when we can go back to thrifting in person, you know what to do and what to look for if you haven't done so already, or just things that I've kind of found work really well for me. The first is, especially if you have a new home or an apartment that you want to decorate, or even just your bedroom, check the homeware section. There's already so many cute things there, or so many things that you can just kind of thrift flip. You can just do a little bit of work to them and they're going to be exactly what you want. So highly recommend that. If you're looking for rattan baskets or plates or glassware, I would definitely check there at least first. See if you can find something that might work, and then if you can't, shop for it online. That's definitely my kind of go-to when I'm trying to decorate our house, which you can tell is taking a while. My second tip would be check the men's section if you're a woman, because there are so many good things there, and also sometimes things get mislabeled. So a lot of times when I'm looking in the blazers at the men's section, I find women's blazers in there. So I would definitely say check men's, but also check everything. If you have the time, check every section, because the Goodwill employees are putting out as much product as they possibly can, and sometimes things end up in a weird spot. So check the men's, check the lingerie section. Always check the racks like by fitting rooms and stuff, because that's the things that people have already tried on and maybe they didn't work for them, but that's probably some of the better material. And I tend to find a lot of things in that section as well. Purses are a great thing to buy at Goodwill. So many people buy a purse, especially expensive purses, never use it and then just donate it. There's so many purses I find that maybe aren't my style but are clean, like never been used. And sometimes you'll even find adult things in the children's section. So I highly recommend, just if you have the time and the patience, because it definitely is work, but it's so worth it, check everything. And try things on. That's the other thing I'm going to tell you, is try everything on, because it will definitely make a difference. If I don't try things on, I just will buy everything. I'll just be like, this is so cute. My cart will be full. But when I try things on, it really helps me weed down, see if I actually really like something, so I'm not just buying and being wasteful. And it tells me if I'm actually going to wear it. And that's how I end up with pieces that I love, that I wear a lot and I use a lot. So highly recommend, another tip, try things on at Goodwill if you can. If you can't try them on, the worst thing that happens is you like buy a shirt for $4, don't love it, and you could give it away or just donate it back to Goodwill, and then someone else can find it and love it. So those would be my tips if you are going to shop at Goodwill, and hopefully, we can do that really soon. So that's everything I have for you for this video. This was my 10 favorite things that I've ever thrifted from Goodwill. I am planning on doing more videos like this as well, since we can't actually go out and thrift right now. I have some other really great things that I'd love to share with you that I've already thrifted and bought secondhand, so why not share it with all of you? Thank you so much for watching this video. It really does mean a lot to me. This is something I'm really passionate about and I love sharing with everyone. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you have a beautiful day.